So today we're going to start our transfer of our Aerogarden plants into buckets. So we're going to go from water to dirt.
So what we're using for our potting soil is the Happy Frog from Fox Farm, and it's a really good potting mix that is super airy. It's really healthy soil, so we're hoping to get some good results. We have hardened off these 4 plants that we have in here, and the hope is that by hardening them off, we are going to minimize the shock that they'll get from going from hydro to soil. They're super healthy plants. These are actually flowering right now, so they're ready to go.
Yeah. All
right, so first thing is we have to remove them from the little pods and sort of break up the root systems because they're very, very big.
Yeah, so this is a challenge because a lot of times the root systems intertwine with each other.
So the root systems are very nice. Oops, there's water here.
Yeah, these root systems, I mean, you can see it there. I mean, they're all beautiful systems.
They're very healthy. I think we're going to have a lot of success with them. The plants themselves are nice and the stalks are real thick. We just have to pull these apart a little bit, and it's a little scary because we don't want to damage anything, but they're also really healthy, and there's a billion roots on here. So I think that any damage we could do would be fairly minimal. We're going to work a little gently, but we're also going to work to get these things pulled apart and give them some room to spread out once they're in their new homes.
And we have done this once already, so they aren't too tangled.
You see there's no discoloration really, and any of these are nice and white.
So this one here is completely done.
All right, so the next challenge is we have to get this out of the little container that they have been growing in. They're obviously, we're going to have to get them out of these holes. They're in these plastic net pots, and we have to pull them out through the top.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with that one.
All right.
So again, we're trying to be as gentle as we can, but pulling the roots out, we're not hurting them in any way. They should be fine. So which one is that you got there?
This one here is another apocalypse scorpion, which we've had success growing hydro. It basically started the same way as this one did. It looked nice, and we put it into a larger bucket, and it's flourished for us. So
now here's the thing. Once we put these into the pots, the roots are going to take over for themselves. They don't have to be 100% dangling down. They will find their own way through the soil. So we just want to loosen them up a little bit. We probably loosened them up more than we really needed to be honest. So we should be good to go.
This plastic or basket is what is used to hold it into the Aerogarden. Other plants we've had, we've cut them off. I think we're going to leave this one because the root system is so big and it's so intertwined with it. I think it'll do more damage to the plant trying to remove it than it will to keep it on. So we'll keep it on, and we'll plant it just like this.
So we have this pot here, and this is a pretty big pot. Honestly, this might be a little bit bigger than we really should be transferring a plant this size into. I think this is around 5 gallons, but we're going to do it anyway because this is a super healthy plant, and it's already, you know, doing real well. So I think it'll be okay. We're going to take that chance and see how it goes. All right, so we're just going to stick the roots down in here, and now we're going to start filling it in. So we want to leave some space at the top. We have a bunch of soil in here already, but it's really too far down. So we're going to add some more until we get it to the right height where it's closer up to the top of the pot. Just going to press the plant down a little bit. Doesn't feel like, you know, there's any real holes. I'm pressing it down pretty good. It feels like it filled in pretty nicely. So what we're going to do now is kind of leave it. We're going to water it, but we're going to leave it to its own devices. We're not going to fertilize it at this point. These plants we haven't been feeding for the last 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks. Yeah.
So they've only been in water, and the reason why we did that was because in this soil mixture there is levels of nutrients in it already, so we don't want to feed it too much, we're going to let it settle into its new home, and probably in about maybe a week, maybe more like 2 weeks, we're going to keep an eye on it, and we're going to see how it looks and feed it then. This is the yellow warthog. Looking good. Both sweaty and covered in dirt now.
Yes, but good news is the Aerogarden is empty. So our 4 plants have been transplanted into pots, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can show you the progress that we've made.
We're also going to be putting new plants into the Aerogarden. We have some seedlings ready to go. So we're going to have a whole new round of peppers that we're going to be starting, and we'll keep you posted on the progress of those 2.
All right. Till next time.
Bye.